Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Hi, I'm Katie, and it is time to continue our story with Scarlet Hollow, a horror slash mystery visual novel developed by Black Tabby Games. Go to the library. Okay, let's see if anything has changed. There are people there. Do we recognize any of them? I don't think so, and I don't see Stella or Kanika anywhere. You enter the library alone. It's busier than usual, and a small crowd has formed in a corner of the main foyer. Hey, Katie! Hello! Wait, what? That looks a bit like Ghostbusting uniform. You know, the whole thing. And there's a little ghost. That's so cute. Thank God we have something to do this morning. My family's been driving me nuts. Yes, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Katie to the mayor for like the entire time I've known her. It'll be worth it. Trust us. Alright, shall we? Mayor Jimmy. Oh, such a cutie. Oh, what a pretty mayor. And there are these pictures, I guess, depicting other mayors before this one. Wait, can we talk with him with our talk to animals trait? Yep, he's a dog. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. And unless you're mistaken, the serious man by his side is Deputy Franklin, one of the policemen you spoke to following your encounter in the woods on Monday. The mayor's little nose starts twitching as you approach. His doggy eyes shine with a curious intensity. Oh, look at that. So I guess this is the proper time to actually reveal a secret that has nothing to do with this game, but I adopted a rescue dog who has been abandoned to the streets when he was a puppy, and after that he has been living in a shelter, and now he's 2 years old. But he's shaped exactly like the mayor here. Beautiful puppy who looks a bit like he would have some kind of shepherd dog in him. The tail is precisely this kind of very fluffy and round tail. The ears are similar, the snout is similar, and the paws and everything, but he's nearly completely black. He has tiny spots, couple tiny spots of white here and there, but he looks exactly like the mayor, and that is why I love what I see in here. But yeah, there is a new dog. I will at some point share with you a photo of him because I love him so much. But yeah, let's continue. What have you got? You got something. Something wet and nutty. Is this the moment? Offer him a campaign contribution. Keep your peanuts to yourself. I mean, he's a dog. And it's a game. Can I offer him a campaign contribution? I'm trying to, at least. They will stop me if I cannot. You hold out your now slightly rancid bag of boiled peanuts. The mayor's nose twitches. Oh This was what I was keeping them for. The mayor's nose twitches eagerly at their strong odor, and then he's on them in a flash, ripping through the plastic and devouring the soft-shelved legumes. Drop it, sir! Drop it! This is the best, though Gretchen doesn't look like she approves. Drop it, sir! Drop it! This is the best! I'm so happy. His security detail tries to tear him away, but it's too late. The peanuts are already eaten. Thank you for the generous campaign donation. Oh, hey, you finally got rid of those things. True, yeah. You'd better hope those nuts settle well. If the mayor gets any tummy trouble after eating your disgusting pocket peanuts, there'll be hell to pay.
Why, I never. Now you see what I mean. Not so much as begging before he dove right for the snacks. I've smelt those peanuts on you since the day one, and you never saw me become such an animal over them.
Good morning, citizen. I don't believe we've met. He holds out his paw as if to shake your hand. I just need to see this, okay. Hey, aren't you Deputy Franklin? Shake his paw. It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. He's a dog. I knew he'd be a dog. Mr. Mayor, there's something very serious going on in town. We need your help. I love that conversation option. We're doomed, aren't we? Okay, we've met the mayor. Let's go say nothing. I would like to again choose one of the explore options first. You take his little paw in your hand, but the burly security detail stops you. No paw shaking. Only head pats and ear scratches allowed. I must apologize for my security detail. He has my best interests at heart, but he can be a little gruff at times. Well, I think we all know that he's a dog, but let's see what happens with this conversation option. He's a dog. And you're an ape. And yet here I am, the big dog in charge. Okay, that was slightly rude, but okay. He's the mayor. I'm so glad no one ruined the surprise. This town has had a dog as mayor since the early 900s. That's just how we do things around here for some reason. It's the best part of living in Scarlet Hollow, besides the nature. And all my friends and Winnie's biscuits and all the close-knit small-town community, of course. But having a dog mayor is a close fifth, no contest. Now, is there something I can help you with? You're not one of my constituents. Constituent? Something. I'd like to make sure I spend plenty of time with the voters. I'm not important enough. I'm gonna ask. Mr. Mayor, there's something very serious going on in town. We need your help. Murmurs stir in the crowd behind you as you relay the danger to the mayor. Of course, the pet disappearances. I've been made aware of the situation. But what do you expect me to do about it? It's autumn, that's tourist season in Scarlet Hollow. I can't turn away the lifeblood of this town, not with the mine faltering the way it is. There was a mine collapse last night. We don't need any more news of disaster coming out of Scarlet Hollow. Do you understand? You care about tourists? Wait, how do you know what's going on? So you know there are monsters laying eggs in the local animals. And you're going to just let it happen. Yeah, the chicken we saw, was it called Bertha or something like that? You're very well spoken. I can see how you got elected. People are watching. Don't be too suspicious. I'm gonna ask this one. So, you know there are monsters laying eggs in the local animals and you're going to just let it happen? Laying eggs? Don't be ridiculous. I'm sure that whatever is causing these disappearances is just a bear or a mountain lion. We've all smelt them. Up in those hills. They'll move on soon enough. This is a southern town. Plenty of people are armed around these parts. They'll take care of the problem before it gets out of hand. And in the meantime, it's best not to cause a panic. I'm a pillar of this community. It's my job to project strength to my constituents.
I've heard just about enough from you, Jimmy.
That face.
Look at you, putting on a show in front of your adoring fans while the dogs of this town are snatched up by monsters in the woods, hoping the humans will clean it all up for you. When are you finally going to do something meaningful for the hairier citizens of Scarlet Hollow?
Now, Miss Gretchen, there's no need.
Scraps never would have let those things prowl in the woods for so long. And yet you sit back, waiting for the humans to notice, and letting more innocent dogs suffer.
You tell him, Gretchen.
You know I almost lost my life to those things the other night, and my goodness, haven't you heard about poor Duke?
Now, Gretchen, a lot of those were old dogs. It's fair of me to assume they simply went to the big farm upstate.
Don't you dare talk to me about old dogs.
He's only a dog, it's not like he has any real power. I don't know that. I'm new here. She's got a good point, Mr. Mayor. I guess every politician is corrupt and cowardly. Even the actual dogs. Stella, your dog is yelling at the mayor. Wow, Gretchen is barking a lot. I think she doesn't like the mayor saying nothing. I'm gonna be supportive. Gretchen is letting him know how things really are around here. She's got a good point, Mr. Mayor.
You're damn right I do. Scraps would have been out in those woods at the first sign of trouble, tearing out the throats of any creatures who dared threaten the dogs of Scarlet Hollow. Yet here he is, posing for the little rectangles like nothing is wrong in this town.
Ooh. Gretchen's getting angry. Gretchen squirms in Stella's arms, straining to get a Major Jimmy. Hey, Whoa, Gretchen, calm down, old girl. You're gonna pull a muscle. Mr. Franklin, I think now's a good time to dispose of this riffraff. Miss Richmond, I'm gonna have to ask you and your dog to step away from the mayor. I should have known better. These two have never been able to get along. Katie, you've gotta fill me in on their feud later. I've always been curious about why Gretchen gets so fussy near Major Jimmy. Stella walks off, still struggling to hold Gretchen as she shouts insults back at Jimmy.
Ingrid, never do well. You dog.
Kanika is quick to follow. Follow them. It looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Music change. Okay. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Okay, no one seems to be... well, this person is looking at us, towards us, but looks like they're more looking at their kid than us. Street smart. Whoever he is, you can feel his desperation to make a good first impression. A self-sustained and self-fulfilling prophecy. Strange man. Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Katie? Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. So you're the pastor, okay, nice to meet you. I doubt Perlan's in a better place. It sounds like she was awful. Let's not kid ourselves. We both know Perlan is sin. I don't believe in an afterlife. Oh, thank God, I've been hoping to find a priest. Hey, do you know anything about ghosts? Talk to animals. Gretchen says she didn't vote for the mayor. The mayor is a huckster and a fraud. The bastard cares more about tourism than the fate of the town. Oh, you must be the creepy pastor I've been hearing about. I should go, it was nice meeting you though. Don't talk to me. Back off, preacher man. I ain't buying what you're selling. Remain silent. I'm not gonna call him creepy pastor, even though Stella might think he's creepy. I mean, I'm gonna judge things based on my experiences and not based on what people are telling me. So this is based on my trait, the trait that I picked. Should I choose the trait that I picked? Gretchen says she didn't vote for the mayor. That's kinda confusing. The pastor goes quiet for a second, his face suddenly white as a sheet. The smile fades from his face as he stares at you intently, studying your expression. You too? Me too what? He glances to either side before continuing. I thought I was the only one. Who doesn't like the mayor, or? Please, come visit me at the church soon. Seems like we might have a lot to talk about. Wait, what do you mean? I told you Gretchen didn't vote for the mayor and he went pale white and he said, me too. Me too what? What? Don't I get to use any other conversation options? He hurries off, suddenly quiet and serious. Are you all quiet and serious? Was I too messed up? Was I too messed up telling you how I believe I know what Gretchen said? Nothing to do now but catch up with your companions. Go after them. That was weird, but okay. Oh my god. Poor Rosalina. I can't even imagine how scary this has been for her. She seems in high spirits right now, but they've got her on some pretty strong pain medication, so I'm not sure how she's going to feel when that wears off. And it was the whole food? Yeah, it's bad, but she's alive. We'll both be able to move on from this. We'll just have to get through the tough parts first. Oh, even Gretchen looks worried. They all look kind of worried and sad. Tabitha told me what happened this morning, but I didn't realize it was so bad. Here for you, man. I should have done more for her. Remain silent. I'm gonna say we're here for you, man. Thank you, all of you. Everything feels like it happened so fast. I know our whole lives have changed, but it's taking my mind a little bit to catch up. I feel like such a mess. I hope it isn't keeping me from being the dad she needs right now. It would be absolutely totally normal to feel like a mess at this point, and it's a feeling. Feelings are visitors, they will pass eventually. I'm sorry to cut out our conversation short, but I'd better get going. I was only supposed to come back to pick up a few things, but then the hospital called and said there'd been some big bus accident on the highway and they need the bed, so I have to come pick her up. Even though our house is still haunted and the only place she can lie down until then is the dirty back room that drove her away in the first place. And Major Jimmy Day is happening. Sorry. I'm just a little overwhelmed. It's okay, Oscar. We're here to help. Yeah, we're gonna get that ghost. We could always go ahead and do a ghost bust or whatever we're calling it while you're out. And she'd be able to go right back to her old room as soon as she got back. That's probably a good idea, right? If only, but it doesn't come out during the day. So any busting attempts are going to have to wait until nightfall. I'm still not even sure we can get rid of it all. I think I'd have to see for myself that it was gone. It managed to trick me a couple of times and I can't handle any more surprises right now. I've got every ghost hunting device known to man. You're in good hands, Oscar. Don't worry, Oscar, we'll fix this. We have the power of friendship on our side. I still don't think ghosts are real. I'm starting to get cold feet about this ghost hunt. Remain silent. We have the power of friendship on our side. Heck yeah, we do. If anime has taught me anything, it's that power of friendship is unstoppable. That's a lovely sentiment. I'm sure Rosalina will at least be glad to know you all did your best to help her. I'm heading out. It should be dark by the time we get back, so I suppose I'll see you all then. Oscar hurries off, car keys jingling as he jogs at the door. Let's head up to Reese's. Maybe we can get him to come ghost hunting with us. Oh no, you're not gonna try to get Dr. Kelly to let him leave the house, are you? She'll kick us out for even asking. I wonder if he even knows what happened last night. I don't know how disconnected he is from the news around town. Jeez, should we tell him? Gosh, I don't know. Maybe we just play it by ear. Anyways, shall we? Time to go. So about the mayor, so I finally met Pastor Daniel. So about the mayor. Right, you seem to have some choice words for him. He's corrupt. That dog cares more about tourist money than protecting the town. I like the cut of his jib. It's good to see someone willing to keep things orderly during a time of crisis. I'm not sure we can count on his support. You should vote for Scraps next election. That's who Gretchen supports. You should vote for Scraps next election. That's who Gretchen supports. The Stray? Love that guy. He just seemed a little less mayoral than Jimmy. But if he's got Gretchen's support, I've always liked Scraps. Gretchen's got good taste. So I finally met Pastor Daniel. It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets at the checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. Talk to animals, I think he comes off as a little weird because he shares. What? Oh, okay. You mean he can talk to animals? I think he just really wants people to like him. Everyone should be nicer to him. He seems like a good man. You all are right, his vibes were bad. He and Janie keep trying to make me go to church. That's all I have to say, really. I met him, he has been met. I have no opinions on the man. I'm gonna use my talk to animals thingy here. I think he comes off as a little weird because he shares my gift. Wait, you don't mean... Yeah, he corroborated some of the things the mayor told me. Okay, assuming for a minute that both of you and Pastor Daniel have the magical power of speaking to animals, I don't think that's enough to explain how weird the guy is. For instance, I like you, and I don't like the pastor. I wonder how many people out there share your gift. There's so many implications. I'm going to continue to pretend that Katie is just really good at reading animal body language. I don't think I can handle many more world-shattering revelations this week. Me neither. Oh, before I forget, I invited Tabitha to come ghost hunting. Should we invite Avery ghost hunting? We totally should. I'm gonna ask this first because I already invited Tabitha. Should we invite Avery ghost hunting? Oh yeah, totally. I don't know why I hadn't thought of that. I'm sure they'd got a hoot out of it. Yeah, I can't say I mind having a calming presence with us tonight. We won't be much help to Oscar if we start jumping at our own shadows. Cool, I'll text them on the way over to Reese's. And now this. Oh, before I forget, I invited Tabitha to come ghost hunting. You invited her? Even after last night? I mean, if anything, I thought she was actually pretty helpful. Stella, last night was a disaster. For all we know, Tabitha just escalated things. Kanika sighs. Alright, it happened, let's not get into it. If we're lucky, she'll be too busy at the mines to even show. Don't say that, Neeks. If we're lucky, she will show and the two of you will finally get along. Head to Reese's. Alright, shall we head out? The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's.